Welcome to my review of the SB16Ultra. SVS have two ranges of subwoofers, the PB and the SB. The PB is a ported sub which is meant for mostly movies, while the SB is a closed system which is mainly for music. But by no means should you consider the SB inferior to the PB sub. It is just a matter of what you need. The difference between the two is easier to explain if I just draw you a picture. Bass is not all about how much bass is produced, but is also about what frequency it attacks you with. The PB sends out the lowest frequency bass, which attacks your walls. This is what gives the PB that earthquake feeling. The SB, on the other hand, has a much higher frequency response. What this means is that it will not attack your walls so much, but will rather fill your surroundings and your room with bass. So you get a more kick sensation with the SB than what is possible with the PB. The more money you spend on the sub from SVS, the more power you'll get. And that goes for both the PB and the SB. And with the SVS SB16Ultra, I just wanted to spoil myself with the best bass technology possible. I already had a good subwoofer for movies, and I felt that buying the SVS PB16 would just get me more complaints from my wall-to-wall neighbors. I did want to complement my music experience a bit, however, and I have had a good experience with SVS before, so choosing SVS was a natural choice. There were a couple of issues right before purchase, and I usually don't mention this in my reviews, but here I have to make an exception. Right off the bat, the first issue was the price. The price for the top model in the SB range is £2,500. Most people, including me, will think that is a speaker or amplifier money. But since I'm a bass maniac, and with a lot of help from my mother and father, I bought the subwoofer. My second issue was the weight of the subwoofer and packaging, because this is not something you can carry home alone with a smile on your face. 55 kilos for the subwoofer alone, and another 11 kilos for the packaging brings it up to 66 kilos. My friend luckily is a postman, and being as friendly as a postman can be, he brought a van. So with the help of him and his van, after a little blood, a little more shouting, and a lot of sweat, we managed to bring it up to my second floor living room. I got the unboxing video going with the help of my beloved wife, and I am now ready to give you my review of this subwoofer. First things first, I'm really glad I built a platform for this thing, because I've had ultra fun rolling this subwoofer around the house and test out where it would sound best. The truth is though, that this subwoofer has no sweet spot like the PB has. You can put it anywhere and it will just fill your room with bass no matter where you put it, because it is not dependent on your walls to do so. I actually don't see the point in going dual either, as SVS wants you to do, because this subwoofer is so powerful that it will tend to any bass lover's needs. As long as the room you're placing it in isn't the gym, you are going to be satisfied with the bass output. With a built-in sludge amplifier, you have enough power at your disposal to fill your room with as much bass as your heart desires with no problem. Another thing I have to mention is that this subwoofer comes with Bluetooth and a free app you can download to your phone. From here you can make not only volume adjustments, but any other adjustments that I didn't even know was possible to make on a subwoofer, and then some. All from the comfort of your own sofa. You can be the conductor of bass, just using your phone. All bass addicts out there should get their fix with this subwoofer, and this app from SVS. All adjustments you make have hardly any latency, and you can also make 4 presets on the app to fit your needs. I really don't see the need for the remote control or the controls on the front of the subwoofer, but glad they are included just the same. And the driver is fast, much faster than the PB. This is a good thing, because I fed this subwoofer all forms of music that usually needs a faster driver. And the acoustic sensation, well, it is undescribable. This subwoofer is a powerful extension of your speakers. You wouldn't have guessed that this bass came from the speakers if you didn't know it was the SB16 Ultra going undercover in your living room. Although I did enjoy listening to a lot of music on this thing, for the test of this subwoofer, I decided I wanted to do something I haven't done before. I was going to use my sub for two things, music and video games, and I decided to play video game soundtracks to test this subwoofer out with. I love video games and I've done all my life, so this seemed a fitting test for my new subwoofer from SVS. So let's start this trip down memory lane together. I was born in 1979 and I started playing video games when I was 8, so you can do the math on how old these games really are. So please, relax, have yourself a Coke, and enjoy. As you may have guessed, this subwoofer, if you can afford it, comes highly recommended for both music and video games. And yes, sure, you can use it for movies as well, but there are other subwoofers better suited for movies. I give this subwoofer 2 thumbs up, 10 out of 10, and my 100% satisfaction guaranteed remark. With this subwoofer in your house, you will never feel the need for more bass ever again.